Just a few moments ago, the 5-minute siren went off, signaling a little less than 5 minutes before the Met Center becomes history. Now, you're talking about people who grew up in the Twin Cities. Well, if you had told me a couple years ago that one, Minnesota would lose a hockey team, and two, the Met Center would be demolished, I would have told you you were crazy. There's a lot of people here with a lot of memories of the Met Center, Stanley Cup playoffs, of course, the Minnesota North Stars. I remember once I saw Pavarotti, of all people, perform here at the Met Center. We've got somebody here with us this morning who actually built the Met Center 27 years ago. Dave Soderholm is an ironworker and a Minneapolis fireman. Good morning.
Good morning, Roxanne.
Kind of a bittersweet day for you, huh?
Well, it is to see a nice building like this have to be demolished, but I guess that's progress, and to see a building that does exactly what it was supposed to do, be the best hockey arena in North America, go down is tough, but that's progress.
You've got a lot of hard work and sweat into that building 27 years ago.
Oh, you bet. A lot of hard work went into that building, and the ironworkers of the Twin Cities here put the steel up in this, and it really presented a unique challenge to the ironworkers because the trusses were so large.
Okay, we're going to take a look right now, go down to the demolition box here. You can see Anna Chong of Engineered Demolition. She's actually wiring the box here. We're set to go here in just a few short minutes from now. We're going to take a look and see. People are getting ready. There's a lot of members of the media standing by this morning. And I don't know if you can hear that in the background, but that's another signal. Signaling about a minute away from demolition of the Met Center. 1 minute to go, I'm hearing. I'm looking at some of the roads surrounding the Met Center, and there are hundreds and thousands of people lined up all along the avenue surrounding the Met Center and the parking lot. This area, of course, was closed off to the general public. The media was allowed to be about 800 feet from the Met Center. And across the way at the Mall of America, on the very top ramps of the parking lots, people are standing by watching, trying to get a bird's eye view of this history-making event. About a minute left to go. Michael Franzen, he's a student, a person from the Make-A-Wish Foundation, had season tickets to the 93-94 game, and he has been chosen to push the plunger, and he's going to go and do that now.
Here it comes.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1, fire! A lot of smoke right now. We're told it was half a ton of dynamite, 1,000 pounds of dynamite. They're actually stuck in the trusses and columns of the Met Center, which is now, after 27 years, history. We'll probably have to wait for a little while to have the smoke clear. I'm going to pitch it back to you, Kim and Pat, right now.
Okay, yeah, it would have been nice to see that, actually. They mentioned progress, Roxanne, and I kind of wonder too. You know, your interviewee sounded a little bit mixed in his feelings about what progress really was out there. Do you get the impression from the people out there that maybe this was a building that still had some life left in it?
I don't know. Let's ask them. Dave, you're standing by here. Do you think that the Met Center went too soon?
Oh, absolutely. A building 27 years old, beautifully built. I just hate to see something that's that young go when it had a longevity of, I'm sure, twice that or maybe 3 times that much. It's a very well-built building.
Do you think we'll see anything like this again?
Oh, possibly. You know, there's innovation, people that are quite innovative and can bring things back like this. It's just that the times are that I guess sports are going to be in downtown Minneapolis, and that's where they want it.
All right, thank you very much for being with us this morning. We're going back to the studio.
Okay, I was going to have you ask Dave, Roxanne, what is the difference between this building and some of the other venues that make them supposedly so much better than what the...
Well, one thing he was telling me is that, hold on just a moment, one thing he was telling me is that the trusses, the actual steel girders that were built in the building were unique. The smoke is clearing and the building's still standing.
So you can see it. Roxanne, when it actually detonated, what was that like there? What did it feel like?
A large explosion.
So did the ground really shake around you there?
No, the ground didn't shake. It was rather loud, but no, the ground didn't shake.
So what you're seeing now is the building has not imploded?
It's still standing.
Well, now this is interesting. What's the reaction from the
there's a lot of chuckles around here right now.
the woman who
I hear
is in
them laughing.
charge? Does she have any kind of response? Is this what was supposed to happen?
Well, I'm looking for her right now.
Imagine she's one
Everybody
busy woman.
Seems to have disappeared right now, but everybody is pretty amazed right now that it's still there.
Well, I've seen a few implosions, and they usually go down right away.
Like dominoes, normally everything just falls.
Yeah,
I'm
this building, tell Dave he built it better than they thought.
The building that was too tough to die.
Yeah, well, what do you think about that, Dave, huh?
Well, we did a good job, didn't we? 27 years ago. It's a little better built than we thought.
Put your heart and soul into this building.
You bet we did, and I guess they want us to play hockey here some more.
This is great.
Well, now I would imagine that it's
I don't know what to say. Usually these things go down completely in a pile of rubble.
Yeah.
I think the last one in the Twin Cities was Norwest Bank. And that completely, all 14 floors went down to about one floor.
Roxanne, can you tell if anybody is trying to approach the building?
Well, yes, I see off in the distance, Q, if you can, way over there, there's a group of people who are coming up next to the Met Center. I don't know who they are or what they're doing, but yes, someone is definitely trying to approach the building.
It kind of
right
looks
now.
like part of it's down. Can you pan over toward the building so that we can see? Part of it looks like it's down.
You know, Roxanne, for the benefit of our viewers who have not been following the stories that we've been doing preceding this almost implosion this morning, they put the explosives in various parts of the building. Even on top, I noticed that they were, in John Stone's story, they were boring out holes in top of that structure there, which obviously is a very strong structure.
Yeah, my understanding is that they drilled holes in the columns and then stuck half a ton of dynamite throughout the building and then wired those through an electrical circuit so all of the explosives were connected. We're looking right now on my left. You can see that the left of the building, now that the smoke is clearing, it has collapsed, but the right side of the building is still standing. It only worked half of the way, it seems, at this point.
I wonder if part of the explosives didn't go off.
And, you know, that could very well be, Kim, that perhaps there was a shortage in the electrical circuits or something, but it seems that the right side of the building is basically unaffected at this point.
Of course, it's pretty dangerous at this point, you know, to just kind of go. You have to know what's going on inside that building before you want to enter that at that situation.
Right. As you may have seen just a few moments ago, there were some people approaching the Met Center to see exactly what the situation is. But again, as you see the smoke starting to clear.
Well, the electronics through this, my understanding is it is a sequential thing, and that does look like what's happened here. It just
Not
didn't
at all.
detonate in this area here, yeah.
Not at all, not knowing much about implosions or electrical circuits. My guess would be there was some sort of shortage, perhaps.
The whole idea is that it falls in on itself.
Right.
Of course, yeah.
Right, and it worked on the left side of the building.
It's a good thing this isn't in Vegas. The odds makers would be going crazy.
Right.
Wow, and it's really hard to give you at home any perspective on what's going on because obviously everyone associated with the implosion is now trying to figure that out themselves and not available to Roxanne at the moment.
Roxanne, are people around you? Can you see anybody who maybe was gathering there? Is there any response there now?
I'm trying to look for some of the people that were involved in the Met Center who may perhaps be associated with. I think all of them right now are trying to see what the situation is right now.
It's obviously a foggy morning, too. We've been seeing that through this morning rush this morning.
Right. I may perhaps talk with some of the individuals who may have pushed the detonation. Michael Franson was with the Make-A-Wish Foundation. He was the individual who actually pushed the detonator. He's with me right now.
Oh, don't
Michael,
blame
this was
him.
a big day for you. You had season tickets to the 93-94 season. That was part of something that you wanted to do. It was a good memory for you. You pushed the plunger. What's your reaction?
That's loud. Exciting, I guess.
It was pretty loud. You look behind us. We can see that.
It's still standing. At least part of it is.
What do you think about that?
Sort of fitting, I guess.
Fitting in what way?
Oh, I don't know. Just it won't go down. I don't know.
Do you think you might want to try it again?
If I'm gonna get this attention, though.
You don't like all the attention.
I'd rather not have this.
All right, Michael, I'm going to let you go. Thank you very much.
Michael will never forget this day, Roxanne.
And I won't either. You can see off in the distance here that there are now some workers approaching the Met Center.
Isn't that amazing? It sure took a while for that dust to clear. They're just as confused as the rest of us, I'm sure.
Even the sign is still standing.
Well, as Kim pointed out, I mean, this is very dicey business to go and find out, you know, in the area that has not obviously detonated, to get in there. And how does one approach that now? I would expect very gingerly, right, Rox?
Very carefully, no doubt, no doubt. As soon as we can get a hold of someone from the demolition company, we certainly will bring you that information and try to figure out exactly what would happen. A story that we thought was going to be over in a matter of seconds will continue throughout the day.
No such thing as a done deal. Yeah, for those of you who are just tuning in, the Met Center implosion, well, kind of halfway went off without a hitch. When the dust cleared, we realized half the building was still standing.